Did you even notice that 2.2 has been out for over 6 months already? It's honestly kind of crazy how fast time flies, isn't it? But just over 1 year ago, I got a reminder of that in May of 2023. I released a video giving my thoughts on 2.2 and how I thought it'd affect the community. Back then, we had no idea what the update had in store, so we're gonna react to this today and see how accurate I really was. Before we get into that though, remember subscribing and joining my Discord server helped me out a ton. I promise this year the content will only get better and better, so if you like my videos now, then you'll definitely want to be here for future videos. Now, let's get right into why 2.2 will be the downfall of Geometry Dash. Okay, let's focus in, let's lock in, guys. Everyone focus. God. We're gonna react to this video now. 2.2 will be the downfall of Geometry Dash. Geometry Dash released over 10 years ago now, and well, that was a lie. Wait, was that a lie? This is May 13th, 2023. No, yeah, GD turned 10 years old in like August, didn't it? Like 2023, August? You will not
Already
starting the vid off
bad.
bad.
Entire game's lifespan has been spent on just this last update, 2.1. I personally have been playing Geometry Dash for our lovely platformer game. But let's talk about the future for a second.
This is so weird.
Look, it's not looking good. How long is too long? The facts. Look here, it's sad what we're seeing. This is a graph showing how long it's taken for each update to come out. Honestly,
Christ.
we had a good thing going with Rob in the beginning.
Wait, how many days is that? What the hell? Like 2100? No, 2200. Yeah, it's like half. No, it's like 2300. Jesus, that's a lot of days.
Every update was pretty small as well, but then everything changed when 2.0 attacked. Since then, each update has comedy. You know, at a certain point, there's such a thing as too long. A lot of the best creators,
that's definitely true.
Upcoming greats are simply getting bored. Older veterans,
I mean,
who were here
I
for
will
years,
say, actually, wait,
don't have a reason to stay. Content creation in the GD community has been.
Yeah, I will say, even though, like, we did get the 2.2 update, we still definitely saw a lot of like older creators look at 2.2, like try it out for a bit and be like, this is just too much, and then just leave, you know? So like, I think I was right on that end, where like the update was just too much for some people, you know? For like a lot of people, actually. It's so overwhelming.
Growing a ton in recent years, but this
stagnation
be us, in the community's motivation has halted so much of what could be in the content creation scene. I'm talking
also
big events, you know, community or personally funded projects,
although
tournaments, or even just having established teams or groups.
I will say though, back then I was making content videos, but like I was still like just starting, you know? Like I definitely was still like trying to get into the content creation thing. And now that I've done a lot more videos, I can say that like even without 2.2 being there, I very well could have made like most of my videos still. Like if we go to my channel, best mega collab part wins $100. That's easily could be in 2.1. Non-GD player guesses the rankings. This video was recorded in 2.1. Everything wrong with 83 build hacks. That was, I mean, that obviously that's just a reacting video. What else do we have? Tutorial on modern. Obviously that can be 2.1. Making sync, that can be 2.1. The rate system, that can be 2.1. You know, so like I get what I was getting at. Like there's definitely a lot more that we can do now, but also it's just like being creative, looking out and seeing what kind of content that you can make. But I did mention like tournaments and competitions and stuff, and I do think that is definitely more doable now than it was then because of how alive the community is, you know?
Slow change and a slow shift, but I believe that over time, we're just gonna see the community lose more and more of its inspiration and drive. You know, trends and new solo levels, top ones, those can only keep the game alive for so long. Fun fact, as of May 1st, Geometry Dash has been taken off of the Google Play Store. And you wanna know why?
Shit.
It's because this game hasn't been updated in
I
over
forgot.
6 years. And as far
I forgot about that. It's back, right? Like like everything's good. I totally forgot about that. It was a few weeks later, especially when we got Human Impossible Territory. Yeah. Okay. So I'm good thing it's back. It's
too old and too dead to stay available. And you know, usually I'd be like, like, I hate these corporate companies for taking away so many things that we like, but if I'm totally honest with you guys, this is Rob Top's fault. As far as we're aware, the only reason 2.2 is taking so long is because he just keeps adding stuff onto it. Like, let's really think about this for a second. So far, we've seen platformer mode, swingcopter gameplay.
Okay, this is where I go through everything that I think will be added to 2.2. But I don't know if I named everything. But yeah, this is where I named everything that I knew or saw that was going to be added in 2.2. So now that we have 2.2, let's see how accurate this is.
Think about this for a second. So far, we've seen platformer
mode, yeah. Swingcopter, yeah.
Invert gravity.
What does invert gravity mean? Like, invert gravity. Oh, the green gravity portal. Like the, okay.
At least 2 new levels, way too many triggers, including random glitch.
2 new levels. We got 1 new level, but sure.
Rotate.
Random glitch camera rotate. We have a random trigger. We have the glitch shader trigger. We have a camera rotate trigger. We have time warp, song trigger, yeah. Gradient. 4 color filters? What?
Wait, 4 color filters? What does that mean?
I don't even know what that means.
Filters, multiple color.
Well, we don't. Yeah, we definitely. Well, we technically have color filters. I wouldn't say 4, but there is the shader trigger where you can like change the RGB values for like the screen. So that's a thing. Camera pannings? Yeah.
Pannings and a ton more.
Okay.
Purple pads and orbs, tons of.
Yep. Purple. I don't think. Did we know that there were like spider orbs and pads? Maybe we did. It was probably in the preview.
Tons new blocks, sure. Animated objects, particles, auto build, distorting blocks, no object, hundreds of new icons, new UI, a new shop,
new UI. Oh yeah. Well, I guess the base UI for like the actual game, nothing really changed. But there was like the UI changes for like the move trigger, like that all changed. Like some of the triggers changed, some of the like more intricate menus changed. Like we got a new thing when you pause the game, there's like a little settings button in the top, like that exists now, you know? But like outside of that, we just got like more buttons, so.
Online versus mode, a ton of.
No shot. No, we did not get online versus mode. We have to wait for, what, 2.21? Who knows when that's gonna happen.
Of new gauntlets, new rating.
New gauntlets?
System.
We have new gauntlets. We have new rating system.
Menu music, internal rework for the hertz consistency, new shards, a replay system, an FPS counter, colorblind mode.
Wait, a replay system? No, I definitely don't think that's a thing. A replay system? Do I mean like the replay system that exists in like Mega Hack? Is that what I mean? Because that definitely doesn't exist. FPS counter, yeah. Colorblind mode, yeah. We have like the portal and orb guides, yeah. Like the arrows that appear on the portals and orbs. That's fair. And then major bug fixes.
Major bug fixes for all the things we've been.
By major bug fixes, he means breaking every single level that existed before 2.2.
Complaining about, as well as matching the editor physics with the in-game.
That is a thing now, yes. Bro, that's it? Oh god, we had no idea. Most of the things I said did come true, or at least are gonna come true. But I missed like everything. Oh my god. I didn't touch on like, we didn't know about like 99% of the new triggers. Holy hell. Interesting. But I didn't get many wrong though. Maybe I was just playing it safe with the things that like I knew were gonna happen. Wait,
matching the editor physics with the in-game physics. Bro, and you know the crazy thing? I can't even continue this. It's so ridiculous. I didn't even name all of them.
But why? I should have.
Hey, pause. I have a Discord server in case you didn't know.
Yo, everyone in chat, go join the Discord server. It's the top link in the description.
Honestly, where I spend most of my time. So
go join.
If you ever just wanted to talk to me or invite me to something or get early access into some of the videos that you guys like, then
go join.
It's a link down in the description.
Yeah, links in the description. Go join. Hell yeah. W ad.
The hardest part to really grasp ahead of time with this update is how it'll affect the community. Obviously, we can assume, but we can only go based off of experience and what we feel might happen. So keep that in mind here. Imagine though, if instead of getting all of this at once, we were slowly introduced to each concept over the course of the last like 5 or 6 years. You'd see a much simpler
I agree with this still, I think.
in our community and the creating scene that's easier to digest. But instead, what I'm afraid of here is this massive change will simply be too much for some people.
I do still agree that it would have been way better. It would have been way better to get this update in chunks over years rather than getting it all dumped to us in like one big update. Although I can appreciate him delaying certain things later, even if it's for the sake of like him just not finishing it in time. Like Explorers, we should have just got Explorers in 2.2. However, I can appreciate, because of this mindset, that I would rather get things in segments so we can digest it all, instead of, you know, having to explore everything at once. Because I think that there's a lot of things in this update that me, as an extremely active player, I haven't even tried it. Like there's like it's just completely out of my scope of thinking, because I have not even thought to try it because I just don't have time to. Like there's so many other things to do, you know. Whereas like I think if we got introduced to it like more steadily, then, you know, we would have gotten like the camera triggers, and it's like, okay, let me sit and digest and learn these camera triggers and then get used to it. Maybe, you know, the really active or really talented people can master those things, and then we get the next update that has, I don't know, like the new levels and time warp and some other stuff, so we can, you know, then adjust to that stuff, and then we can master those things, and we can just, you know, add on to our skills over time. Where like now it's like we got all of those things at the exact same time, and I'm like, I don't know, bro. There's so many buttons, dog. I think it's overwhelming when people get the hang of it insanely fast. Creators are just insane these days. I agree, but even still, I don't think I know a single creator out there that like actually knows everything that's going on in the editor right now. Like you might know how all of the triggers work, but can you actually apply them in a masterful way consistently for like these really high level ideas? Most likely not. I do think as a community, we really do undervalue the creators that have been here for years and years and years. Yes, we 100% do.
We also do undervalue like the artists who've made some of the biggest songs in this community, but I don't think that we're ready for that conversation yet.
Do you guys actually agree with that, by the way? Because I really have felt that over the years, we take for granted and sometimes even take advantage of some of these really big artists that do so much for the community, and we just like don't recognize it like at all. Like the Crayos, the Extrulers, fucking Water Flames, like without their music, we wouldn't have nearly all of these massive projects and like the consistency from them. Like it helps our community so much. And we've just treated them like crap. Like we really just have. You go into the comment sections of like any of these artists, and it's just filled with, hey yo, this song's from Supersonic. Who's here from Geometry Dash? Like, you can only like this comment if you're from Geometry Dash. Like, dog. You know, these people are like real people, right? Like, it's terrible, dude.
Honest, I just don't.
I feel like we really should be treating them
wave
better.
Of established names leave the game again because of another estranging update. It's why, if I'm totally honest, I partially would rather 2.2 just never comes, because you know we've made
that's
quite the
crazy
community here and it functions, and 2.2 will force us to reinvent all of that. You know, according to you guys, I'm old and in the past, so anyway. Remember?
Yo. Yeah, no. 2.2 100% was more of a benefit than it was a con to the game. 100%, like a billion%. I am so much more happy that 2.2 came out than if it did not. I think I would still be creating and I'd be fine like doing content creation and everything. But 2.2 has helped so many aspects of just playing Geometry Dash. From the playing, well,
I won't go that far. The playing community is pretty up. They're pretty up in arms about how 2.2 is. But from the creating side and from the content creation side, it has helped tons, like tons. And I will say for most people who are playing the game, it has also helped because it's a lot more consistent of a game now. Now for like the top players and stuff, like the pro players, of course, you know, they have very valid things to complain about. And I get that. But for the majority of the player base, it's a positive. It's positive, you know. I think overall 2.2 was a good thing to have, and it really was just like my nostalgia and my lack of ability to accept change that kind of blinded me from seeing all of these benefits that the update would have. Who is this handsome guy you're reacting to? This is Zinder Game. He's a cat man. Yeah. When RobTop said that 2.2 would be a small update and would only take a couple of months maybe? Yeah. I want to ask a question actually. Out of everyone in the chat right now, how many of you guys were actually here when 2.1 dropped? How many of you guys have been playing for the past, what, 6-7 years? I'm actually really interested because it used to be, like back in the day, back in my day, it used to be that if you were playing since like 1.7, 1.8, that made you like a veteran, you know? But like nowadays, and like that lasted for like quite a while, but like nowadays it's like, I can't even blame you guys for starting the game in 2.1 because it lasted for years. Like you could have started playing the game the day the last update came out, and you would have like 7 years of experience. That's crazy. That is insane. Like that is ridiculous when you really think about it. Not 7 years. No, it would be like 7 years, like 6-7 years. Yeah. And that's just one update, you know? But like that's not how it was in our head before. You started playing since 2.0, 2.0, 1.9, electrodynamics update, brother. Talk to me only when you're in 1.8. Bro, I'm so old. I started playing this game right before the update where Club Step came out. I remember starting to play the game, and then one day I opened up the game and saw a level that was like locked and was like, you need X amount of secret coins to play this level. And I was like, that's fucking crazy. This game is just awesome. I loved it. That's how old I am. That's how old I am. Oh man. Good times, man. Good times. Or remember when he said that it would take a longer time, not a couple of months, but it would definitely be sooner than 2.1 because that took a couple of years, right? Right. Yeah. No. It's needless to say at this point that Rob doesn't have the greatest track record with these things, but I do want to make one thing
Zinder,
clear. I don't fully blame the guy. Of course, I think the smarter decision would be to make smaller updates or get a dev team, but the fact of the matter is it's just one guy who's been entertaining millions of people for over 10 years now. It's a lot of pressure, and I don't think that any one of us can really understand how he must be feeling about finishing this update. Yeah, but however,
I mean,
facing
yeah,
the facts,
but
if we're gonna make
it's his
something
fault
cool
though,
out of
you
this
know?
community and progress, we kind of need to take things as
Yeah, like as much as I do get the side of like, yeah, he's an indie dev, he's working by himself, so like we shouldn't blame him too much, put too much pressure on him. Geometry Dash is a massive game, and he's made tons of money from it, I'm sure. So like, has he not had many of opportunities to get other staff, you know, like to work with other people? There's no way, I don't believe for a second that he's like forced to only work on this by himself. It has to be his decision, you know? So like, while I understand that him working by himself is very difficult as opposed to like these big corporations, it is also on him for putting so much work on himself by himself, you know? Like, it was his decision to put so many things in 2.2. He didn't need to put this many things in 2.2. He could have just made them smaller and then released the update like 6 months after 2.1 and it would have been fine. Because really, I don't think that the community has like these super high unrealistic expectations. Like, we wouldn't be pissed if the update is like small. We just want new things, you know? And like, correct me if I'm wrong, Like, would you guys be mad if we got a new update to the game in like by the end of summer? Say we have like 2.3 by the end of summer, and the only thing that's in it is like bug fixing and multiplayer, and maybe like a couple new blocks or something, and like that's it. Okay, wait. I'll say multiplayer, some bug fixing, a couple new blocks, and then alongside the couple new blocks, we get explorers because he didn't finish explorers. So like that's the whole update. Would you guys be mad at that? Like personally, I think that'd be awesome. Like I would still be super excited. I'm like multiplayer. That sounds dope as fuck. Like that sounds so fun. I could sit and play multiplayer for forever and be happy, you know? Like you'd be good with just explorers. Yeah, exactly. Like we really don't have that high of expectations. Like just give us anything, like anything that's of quality, and it's fine. Like it's cool. It doesn't have to be a billion things. Just give us like 2 or 3 things. And it's cool. Like that's cool. I don't mind. That's all we needed. You know? They are, and not how we might want them to be. You know, 2.2 isn't here, and it's not on the horizon either. So who's gonna tell him? Not on the horizon, he says. Right. I'm gonna put something on the table here so that maybe we can get things started ourselves. Okay. I only want the best for Geometry Dash. I want to see this community grow into something that we can be proud of. We should be more than just mega collab parts and trendy solo levels. Okay. I can try and cover that one. That's crazy. Anyway, I still agree with this, that I think that GD has the potential to be so much bigger and do so many more things than we're doing right now. Like the ideas of having like the GD awards, that is awesome. That is amazing. We need more things that are like the GD awards, something that brings together the community to all watch one thing. Like there's like the player tournaments that are going on right now. I feel like having that be even bigger and better, having that be like a world tournament, like a World Cup, that'd be awesome. That'd be sick. And it's so doable, you know? Like the community can very well get together and fund stuff like this. Even people like the people in my chat, like it surprises me. It's insane to me just how supportive you guys are to raise like hundreds of dollars. Like I know it's not on screen right now, but like if you look here, like to raise hundreds of dollars for stuff, like that's insane. And I appreciate that so much. But like, could you imagine if the whole community came together to try and like raise money towards one thing for like these big World Cup tournaments, so we could have like thousands of dollars worth for the prize pool and the organization and all of that stuff? Like it's so doable. We just don't have many people in the community that are willing to put in that effort and actually, you know, do it, like organize those things, get people together. Like it's so hard to pick those things up. So I'm just hoping that in the coming years that we do see that kind of stuff, and maybe even some like support from RobTop. You know, I guess we'll see. I think for a long time, we've just struggled with coming together. It's always taken people like Viperin to take leadership and make things happen. And it's really just, you know, that's okay. It only takes one person to push that boundary of what's possible to inspire the rest. Maybe like an annual World Cup. That could be fun. That'd be sick. I know that. I still think that would be sick, by the way. We should definitely be doing that. Also, before we head out, I will just say that, you know, 2.2 will kind of offer a slew of positive things as well. It's not just the negatives. Obviously, the new features will give us almost unlimited potential for creating. Our community will evolve fundamentally as we see in every update. I can't wait to see the new players that rise up because of the 2.2 era. We'll have tons and tons and tons of new content at our disposal. Also, you know, Rob has talked about getting a dev team for update 2.3, which I think is awesome. Obviously, it's kind of just speculation at the moment. We have to see if he really pulls through with that. But I say it just to get across that, you know, there's potential for better things upcoming. You know, I think that is a really important point to get across, is like, I really hate when people make these rant videos on certain topics and all they do is complain about the bad things that are happening in, you know, whatever field they're talking about. You can just go super heavy on one side and then ignore the other. Like, let me know what your thoughts are on this. On this channel, I honestly just like to bring up topics that make us think, because the conversations are always lovely.
Again, if you'd like to contribute to any projects in the future.
See, and what's so funny is that, like, that's literally what I'm doing right now. Like, that's what I like doing on this channel, is just talking about interesting concepts and conversations, controversial things, and just seeing what everyone thinks about it. Have a productive conversation, you know? Like, I'm not trying to push any narrative or anything. It's just like, I'm just giving my thoughts, and then you can take what you want from it, kind of thing.
Then join my Discord server or just DM me, and I'd
join the Discord server, everyone.
Try to reintroduce like player level battles or something like that.
That would be. Oh wait, actually, isn't that what this tournament, like this player tournament, is? I haven't watched it. Has anyone watched these new like player tournaments? Because I remember those like player versus player battles being so fun. But I also, like, I recall seeing on Twitter, it was like Pop Off versus Trick on like Slaughterhouse, I think it was. And I think it was just like that 1v1 battle. And like, if that's what that is so cool. I'm gonna have to start watching them, because that is so cool. I'm so glad that that's a thing.
Really, really cool. Or even creator battles that you do, like.
Yeah, I was talking about Viper's one. But I'm talking about like the newer, there was a Slaughterhouse race. There were 6 people though. Okay.
I will say as well, by the time that you're seeing this video, I will be on vacation. I'm natively from the US, but I'm going to be out in Europe for the next couple of weeks. But, you
know. White man flashbang? What the hell?
Natively from the US, but I'm going to be out in Europe for the next couple of weeks. But, you know, no worries, because I'm still going to be communicating with you all, especially in the Discord server. And once I'm back, I'm going to be going so hard with content again.
I don't even know why I did that.
Here for you guys to be excited about. And no promises, but I really hope that by that time I can finally get back to working on my new top 1 level, solo level transhumanist.
Yo, let's get that part.
Definitely a lot to be excited.
Yo, we don't have to talk about that part. Let's just keep going.
But there's also a lot of work that needs to get done first before we can just kick our feet up and relax. For now though, you know, just stay real and peace out.
Peace out. Yo. Okay, I have to pause because that song is copyrighted. I know for a fact it is. We don't have to talk about that last part, guys. We can just skip over that last part. It's cool. It's fine. It's cool. I should bring back jump scares in the new videos. Maybe I will. I'll throw in a second white man jump scare just for you buns. I'm gonna be so real. As much as things did turn out than I anticipated in terms of like community reception, I think generally I was kind of speaking facts. Like, there's not much for the time. I can't blame myself for thinking this, because we had no idea that the update would get previewed like later in August, you know? I don't blame myself, but I was very wrong. I haven't said anything. I never said anything about it like when the update came out, but like the day that 2.2 came out and I looked at that editor, I was like, dude, like, I don't know if I can do this. Like, it was ridiculous how overwhelming it was first looking at the 2.2 editor, you know? But, you know, we pulled through, so no complaints on my end.